Hello, everyone. Welcome. Just getting this started here for everybody. Getting a couple seconds late start here, but welcome to Closing Playbook for September 24th, Wednesday, Hump Day. Hope everybody had a good Hump Day. Nathan will be with us in just a minute. He's just finishing up a class for overnight options members with some really cool stuff that he was going over. Joseph, you said you were unable to get into the options calculator. Is that the one in the opening playbook area or a different one? Because I know somebody was having a problem with one of the calculators in a different members area, but the one in the opening playbook was working for me earlier and honestly is the best one. So let me know if that's the one you're going in. Hey, Graham.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that calculator should be in the members, but yeah, some people were getting blockers or it wasn't opening up.
Well, I got somebody was telling me earlier that they couldn't get into one of the spreadsheet ones, but the one that's not in the opening playbook, but under hot sheets. Under hot sheets, they couldn't get into the calculator under hot sheets. But I asked them if they were a member of opening playbook and said if you're a member of that, just go use it in there. It's
gotcha. I wonder if Nate.
Dr. G, we can't put the overnight option trade in here because that's a members only premium program. And you have to be a member of overnight options to get that. I mean, once in a while we put it in here, but it's a premium product. So you need to be a member of that. If you're a member of that, you can direct message me your email address and I'll verify and give you the trade if you want. But I mean, it's in one-click trading. You just need to go into one-click trading to get it.
I believe Nate was just in an overnight option.
He was. I was in there as well.
Yep. Oh, cool. Did he already wrap up?
Oh, he was still talking when I came over here at like 29 after, so he should be here in a minute. But yeah, he was demoing the new tool and talking to the existing members about what's coming down the pipe.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And let me just ask you guys, if you were there in the masterclass, who's excited about what Nate just showed you?
Hopefully we'll get a nice little flood of people, because there were still about 320 people in the room when I popped over from the masterclass over to here. So I'm sure some people are still logging in.
Premium? I have to say premium like this, I was told. A premium product. $1 million.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got some good feedback. I'm pretty amped up, Graham. I will say that tool took longer than I thought, but I do think we are still on pace to hit the objective we laid out a couple months ago, that with this new technology, we are going to start really blowing people out of the water with the stuff that we're building. So I think the chat can disagree, but I think we're on pace to achieve that objective.
Yeah, I think so too. Totally awesome. Nate, did your and I hope I'm not incorrect here. I thought I saw that your overnight options hit today. Did it hit today?
Yeah, it hit first thing in the morning, which is obviously a good thing because the market was down about 0.5% just a couple hours later.
Yeah, today's like one of those picture perfect days where if you look at the market from close to open, it was positive about 0.15%, somewhere in that ballpark. During the day, down 0.5% from that 0.15 that I saw. I don't know if that was the exact open, but definitely it faded during the day. And today was one of those fun days, Nate, where your overnight options hit in a bullish trade, and so did my 60-minute income, but in a bearish trade. So
yeah, we've had like 3 or 4 of those, which are extra fun. Well, let's go ahead and start with my trade.
And I think the people that decided to ride your 60-minute all the way to the end are going to get full.
Yep, I've got that open right now. It's up 83%, but as long as the SPX stays below 6.
Don't say the last
0.
One. Don't say the last.
With a 0 on the end, we should be good and in the clear, which it looks like. I mean, it definitely could technically go against us, but that would be highly unlikely. So it looks like we should exit with the full profit here.
All right. Full profits are fun. We love full profits. Okay, let me actually make sure that I send out my official alert, because I think I might have only posted it in the class. Unless Jared already got it.
The O&O you talking about?
Yeah, did Jared take it?
Yeah, it's in one click.
Okay. All right. I just realized normally I will remind him, hey, make sure you take this because it's in the Zoom and post it over.
It's in there.
Good.
There was somebody in the class you just did, Nathan, who was asking a question about their membership. If they want to private message me, if you're here and you want to private message me your email, I can look it up for you.
Yes. Okay.
Today, Nate, I don't know what you've got on the docket.
Well, I want to buy the dip on gold.
Okay.
Maybe I'm being too aggressive here by buying just 2 red days, and we should wait for a third day to fill the gap. But my thinking is, if we do fill the gap, I'll just buy it again. So that's how simple my philosophy is going to be here on GLD. 2 red days is enough for me to look for a quick buy the dip opportunity. I'm on the daily chart here. You guys can see how ridiculous this daily chart on GLD looks. Certainly don't think it's going to go forever, but I also don't think the run is over. I also like buying gold on red days, Graham. I haven't actually run the full test on this, but I have this idea, kind of using that arbitrage thing that I've been tinkering with, that if the SPY is red and GLD is red on the same day, that's a little bit out of sequence for gold, and I like a kind of bounce back. So I'm going to give you 2 different trades here. I'm going to give you GLD super aggressive trade. Okay, so this is going to be the just the 2-day out, looking for it to bounce back up. So this will be like a 330 or 343, 344. Just a 2-day kind of wrap order. See, it's funny. I say this is a super aggressive trade. You would say this is like the totally normal trade. But this is anything over 100%. I always think of as aggressive, especially 2 days out. So I'll give you this one first in the chat here. Let me pop that out. This will be a buy to open September 26, GLD 343 call. This will be sell to open September 26, GLD 344 call. The debit here is about 44 cents, guys. So this is over 100% ROI for a 2-day bounce maneuver. Now, I don't think that we're getting in too early on GLD just because of the momentum that we have right now. But if gold just on the chart, if gold just drops down and say does fill the gap at 339, I'll just buy it again. I have no issue just simply buying it again. That's how optimistic I am on gold right now. But if it does pop up, and by the way, this is a very small move. This is not just kind of a center out of this candle here. It's less than 20% of the recovery in the next 2 days. So we're not saying go to all-time highs. We're saying literally just bounce back and kind of recover halfway between on GLD. So that's all we're asking. Now, a little bit more conservative trade would be to give it the entire next week to kind of make a midpoint.
Hey, real quick, guys, we're getting a lot of feedback here saying there's background music.
I don't know what that is. I don't hear it.
We've got 3 different people.
Yeah, I don't hear it. They maybe have something else still open. Maybe you still have something else open, refresh the browser. Maybe.
Are you guys in a Zoom room that still is still playing some music? Maybe they're in my own O class and there's some music jamming. I don't know. Interesting.
I didn't hear anything in there, but I just saw 3 different people.
I mean, it's okay to kind of have your own beat going in your head. Like, that's cool. We're down with that. Everybody should have their own theme song.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But let's give you a little more time on GLD, which even if it does actually come down a little bit further, it could still make a move back up, in my opinion. And that's just simply giving it some more time, and they're just going $1 higher. Okay, so on GLD, we're just going to go out here to October 3rd. That's next Friday. Okay, obviously, again, here's the daily chart. You can see it's moving very fast, giving it 10 days or so. Plenty of time for gold. And this time, just going to go 1 strike higher. Just has to get back above 345. We're not saying new highs. We're just saying go back. By the way, if you want to trade to new highs, maybe I'll give you that one too, just for fun. Let's just go crazy and do a Graham trade here. I'm not going to take this one, but if you wanted to go 348, 349,
for next week.
Yeah, that's about a 300% ROI if it does go to highs again on GLD. So let me just get crazy here. I'll pop in 3 different trades for you. Let me go back and grab this one. So this would be, instead of September 26th, October 3rd, and instead of 343, 344, we'd go 348, 349. Again, this is like a 300% ROI if you can hit this guy, even with a little extra time. And frankly, I don't think it's very unreasonable that gold hits all-time highs by Friday next week. I don't think that's that crazy. So that's that one. But the one I was going to give you was this centering one. This is actually the one that I like. So this is the one that I'm going to take right here, Graham. You'll probably take the aggressive one if I had to guess, but I'm going to take the 344, 345 next week. All we got to do is get right back to about halfway between this pullback on this quote unquote buy the dip trade, and we'll get in over 100% on that one as well. Same thing there, guys. I am not going to put a target on these discretionary ones. I don't typically use a target. I just wait to see what kind of price action we get. If we get a big jump right away, I'll close it early. If not, I'll hold on to it. So very, very simple there. So I'm going to go ahead, throw on a handful of contracts there, see if I can get filled at 43 cents and filled immediately. So don't pay 45. You can get in for 43. And that is my GLD trade. I'll go ahead and throw the one that I'm going to do on our trade sheet. Even though there's 3, I'm just going to throw that one on our trade sheet.
Nice. Yeah, today's a great day to look to fade the market. And what fade means is essentially just trade counter trend, or counter, in this case, very short-term trend. So we're looking at 2 down days in the S&P 500. Counter that would be trading to the upside, versus if we had 5 up days in the S&P, a fade would be to the downside. So today's a really good day to be looking for those types of opportunities. Meanwhile, even on a day like today where the broad market's red, we've still got all those Bitcoin miners turned data centers squeezing hard today. I don't know if you guys were able to see, but let's see, which one was the one that was up huge? I mean, CLSK is up another 5%. It's 50 cents in the money for our 1,000% trade. Iron is up 14% today. Even BITF is up 8% today. So we're seeing a squeeze on those names. Another name, Nate, that's interestingly enough up quite well is Tesla.
Tesla only goes up, Graham. That's all it does.
It sure does seem so. With that said, for a fade the market move today, I have a hard time with this one. When there's 3 down days, I can feel really, really good. 2 down days a lot of times can be accompanied by a third. But I do like a stock like Meta here off of bounce. Let me pull up my screen and walk you through it. Share screen. So here we have Meta. So when I say fade the market, let's look at the NASDAQ here. And hopefully you can see my screen okay. Let me know if I need to make this bigger. What we have here is 2 down days in the market. So 2 down days. We can fade it to the upside like you see here. Down, fade. But a lot of times we'll get like 3 down days, like 1, 2, 3 fade. That's an update. So just 1, 2 fade. So it's kind of like a coin flip. It's just a higher conviction when we get multiple in a row. With that said, I really like Meta right now. If we do get a bounce on the
Graham,
NASDAQ,
you weren't sharing your screen, but I just added it.
Oh, son of a gun! All right, let me do that again. When I was talking in here, sorry. Here's the NASDAQ QQQ. We have 1 down day, 2 down day. Pretty good candle size. What we would look to do is fade it to the upside. We could do it on the QQQs. I'm going to pick Meta. Actually, we could do it on the QQQ as well. That might not be bad. But you can see here, down, down, fade. You can see in the past, down, down, fade. What I was saying is that sometimes it's just a little bit better to wait for a third day, like 1, 2, 3 fade. But a lot of times we'll get these 2 down days, like down day, fade, pop here. So a stock that I really think looks good right now is Meta, because if we do get a lift in the QQQ, ideally Meta goes up with it. And technically speaking, Meta is also bouncing off the 50-day moving average right now. It just did one of those 1, 2, 3 days fade. It's up, almost 0.5% today. So I would look to take Meta here off a bounce plus a wide just a broad market fade to the upside. Keep in mind, what I would look to do here is what we did with Amazon yesterday in the closing playbook. I would look to enter here near the close, which we are at right now, and then ideally sell in the morning if we do get a market pop. We did that with Amazon yesterday, and look at Amazon now. It's actually down on the day. But if I go to like a 15-minute chart, you'll see this. So yesterday in closing playbook, we bought it here for a fade, took profits here at the open. It was going to be a huge one, Nate, but it sold off so quick. I only got about 50% on it. For a moment there, it was up like 100% just doing the math on the options. But what I like to do is buy the close, sell the open, very similar to what Nate does in overnight options here, but specifically on these individual stocks. So we've got Meta setting up here. Let me go ahead and look at the options. I'm going to use the weeklies. These are going to be very highly leveraged in the sense that they could really move fast or they could really go to zero fast. So let me go ahead. Let me see.
Those are the best kind of trades.
At least there's no drama of waiting either way.
Yeah, there you go.
Just looking at
There's
the
limited
prices. This is what
anticipation.
my Nate, my lotto board is going to go do automatically when I knock off your income machine and go find one to go find these highly speculative trades that but that line up and make sense and have hopefully good upside versus just winging it. We're not trying to wing it here. We're trying to use math, odds, numbers, and patterns as well. So what I like here is Meta. Same thing we did as yesterday with Amazon, but I'm just going to call it bullish fade trade. Technically, Meta isn't down today, but it is snapping back. So if we get a broad market move to the upside tomorrow, ideally Meta goes with it. I'm going to go very speculative here. I'm buying the 26th of September. That's this Friday's expiration. Out of the money, 762.5 call. I'm going to sell the 26th September 765 call. Let me post this in the chat. It's at a net debit of 90 cents, which is very close to what we saw yesterday with Amazon. I'll give you a safer one here in a second. But the reason I like this one is it legitimately has an upside of over 100%. Now, it's not going to see a full 250 profit tomorrow or price tomorrow, but it could very reasonably see $2 if we get a broad market snapback, which is going to give us a 115% ROI. You can wrap it. We had someone ask why not wrap it. You totally can. The price is excellent. If Meta's flat tomorrow, you will be perfectly fine for the most part. It'll be slightly down based on the price, but if Meta goes up, the thing is, this is probably going to be worth $2.10. So you were looking at a 70-80% gain versus 115% on a snapback. Now I'm going to post this one in the chat too. This is going to be your safer play on Meta. This is just doing the wrap order like we love to do. And again, this is a safer play. Even if Meta's flat tomorrow, it should still look all right. The first one I gave you is an aggressive one, looking for a true bounce back. Not a huge one. We don't need anything crazy. I mean, you can make the same move it made today and still be looking really good. But this one is a bit safer here. So let me go ahead and punch this one in for $1.23. And then I'll punch in my more aggressive lotto style play here. It's at 95 cents. Let me see if I can get filled a little cheaper because I saw it at 90. And then what you can do there is use a target. And I have a typo there in that most recent one. The wrap order is not at a net debit of 90 cents. It says a net debit of 123.
By the way, just my usual disclaimer for all of you guys who are maybe newer, or maybe this is even your first time on Closing Playbook. Shoot me a yes, by the way, if it's your first time on Closing Playbook. We move fast on these sessions, right? These are quick. These are trades. We're going to run through. We're going to say things like wrap orders get filled for 120, try to get a target for $2. And if you're brand new, that's going to sound like a lot of fast talking and you're not sure what's going on. Guys, that's okay. First of all, just drink out of the fire hydrant. It's all good. Second of all, make sure you're showing up for the opening playbooks. That's where we're going to do a lot slower training, walk you through. Graham says something like wrap order. You don't know what that means. That's okay. Attend an opening playbook. You'll get an hour-long step-by-step training on what that trade structure looks like and all that sort of stuff. So don't worry if it feels fast and confusing. It always does at the beginning. Our job on the Closing Playbook is try to give you as many trade ideas, walk you through the real market conditions. On opening playbook, we're going to go a lot slower. And then if you ever have any questions, I mean, you can spend the $1 and get on opening playbook VIP, which is our little membership. The only reason it costs $1 is because we had to charge something to put it inside the members area. And that's where all of our trainings are stored, all kinds of calculators and things that we built for you. So just my typical disclaimer, because Graham, I noticed earlier, I don't think you were here, but on opening playbook, we had over 100 new people who had never been on an opening playbook before. And I was like, the turnover must be more than I realized.
I had a very important haircut appointment.
It was well worth it based on the results. Thank
A haircut?
I posted the trades that you guys had in the trade doc for in the announcements. So for the people who are looking for Nate's trades that were saying like it scrolled by and they can't find it, just scroll down below the presentation in the announcements. I posted those trades. Graham, I heard you say something about a mistake somewhere. Is it corrected in what I posted in the announcements? Or is it correct in the
Oh, and the announcements. Oh, cool. Cool. That is correct.
Okay.
Nice job. Very cool. I didn't never even seen that before. I did put in some targets for you guys. So that safer one is going to be about a 50% target overnight. So very similar to what we saw on Amazon. I can't, predict the future, but I would say that probably has about a 60, 70% chance of hitting. If we get a market bounce back, that's got about a 100% chance of hitting, even if the QQQ only moves up a quarter point overnight. The lotto pick's probably more of a, 50, 60% odds, but again, we're going for 100% there. So we'll see how those shake out there. Other picks similar to that are bleeding. You could honestly do Amazon again. Look at this. We're now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red days. Technically speaking, if you're looking at the price action, this can be tricky. This day, the 19th, was actually a positive day because look at the close on the 18th and the close on the 19th, slightly higher. So we really just have 1, 2, 3 big flush days on Amazon. Would not be shocked to see price action like this tomorrow. Very similar to what we've seen in the past. In fact, I'll just go ahead and we can go back to the well here on Amazon. We might even trade the same strikes we did yesterday. Let me go look what we did yesterday. 222. Oh, nope. It's lower than yesterday. So let me go ahead and type this one up for you guys.
We got the hair jokes.
Let me know too while I do this. Do you guys like the if you had to pick between the lotto style trade or the wrap order, which one do you prefer for when we're talking about short-term trades like this?
Oh, interesting question. I think I might even go more lotto on the short-term one, just because if you're going to get the snap, it seems like it's almost more binary on the risk reward. I'd be curious if to see how it actually worked out over time, but interested to see what the chat says on that one.
All right, for the wrap, you got to go a little bit wider here than normal.
I think wrap is winning at the moment, but we've got a good mix.
It's hard. I can't. I feel bad. I hate to backstab my wrap order. It's my tried and true best friend when it comes to trading stocks. But I do like sometimes for these shorter term things going for a little bit juicier. But you know me, I'm aggressive. All right, here's your wrap order on Amazon with the target here coming in the chat. This should be shooting for a 50% target again, just like we did yesterday. Now notice the strikes are a little bit wider because the current price is right at 220. So we got to wrap 220 by doing 217 and 222.50. I'm going to set my limit order here at 250. It was just at 249. And then once I get filled right away, I'll just go ahead and do a target at 375 so that if it opens tomorrow and has a pop in the morning, hopefully we can see another 50% target going back to the well here on Amazon. Of course, if you were in Telegram, and it ended up not working out so good in our favor. And it worked out fine. We still got 50%. But I posted in Telegram about 9 a.m. Hey, if Amazon sticks here, it was up so much. Might want to pull off that good till canceled target because you'll get a little bit more if it held at the open. Unfortunately, it didn't hold at the open, so we still got our 50%. But that's just something to keep in mind. C says, I'm lost. I totally get it. Totally fine. Totally understandable. These closing playbook sessions, we fly fast, we place trades, and we talk with a lot of our trading jargon. It's in the opening playbook sessions there in the morning that we will go through training, slow it down, make it easier on you. So make sure you're showing up at 10 a.m. All right, let's see this real quick. 28, there's $2 bounce. I'm just going to use the same strikes as yesterday. I can't take this because I already have a current trade open here. But this is going to be, actually, let me look here. It's almost like too aggressive going that far out. It's a 1%. I'm just going to do, this is going to be a better one. This will be my more aggressive one. It's not so much a lotto. It's kind of in between wrap and lotto. But if you want a more aggressive play here on Amazon, it's right now net debit 105. And I would look for a target. I'd probably go for 75 cents here just because it's in between the two, which puts your limit order at 184. All right, I'll post these both in here together.
Hey Nathan, there's a question where the Iron Condor that you did on XSP might, I don't know, is it maybe going between the strikes? Jacqueline's
No,
asking
it's talking about the entry fill. I'm actually not filled either, so we'll
Okay.
probably end up sending a hey, we didn't get filled today. We'll send it again tomorrow. Is most likely what's going to happen there because the market closes in 20 minutes.
Now, if you guys want to throw a crazy trade on, and I think if we get another down day tomorrow and you want to hedge yourself, here's what I would look to do to have some fun on Oklo. Some crazy fun. Nate, what do you think of Oklo tomorrow? You think up or down?
I think always up with Oklo at this point. I mean, especially on a dip. Let me see what the actual.
I'm going to type you up an Oklo, and it's going to be called Crazy Lotto Pick Will Probably Lose. All right.
I love that. Oh wow, I didn't realize it. I mean, I tell you what, the chart doesn't exactly look great, huh?
No, so I'm going to trade tomorrow. This is my hedge, if you will. If we get another flush out in the markets where people are just going a little bit more risk off, we'll get a nice big hit here. So I'm going to buy the 126 put for tomorrow's expiration. I'm going to sell the 125 put. This is what the price just moved crazy. Oh no. Well, it was trading at 17 cents. Now it's not. Let me see what happens. It's just because it's
Jacqueline, no, you should kill it and it'll reset the numbers tomorrow.
Let me just see
that, Dave.
You want to reset the numbers on that Iron Condor tomorrow, right? You don't want to.
Yeah, I'll give you a whole different alert.
Yeah. So it should be good for the day, Jacqueline, and then that's it. If it doesn't happen, let it die.
Well, this is wild on Oklo. Dude, there's a lot of volume. There's a lot of open interest. Very liquid here, but the spreads are going crazy. What do we got? 3 minutes left. Darn, I was really excited about this one. Basically, I was going to play it for another $6 move lower, so about half what it did today. And it was originally lining up as a 400% ROI. No,
the target on Amazon should be 184, not 1840. It's decimals in the wrong spot.
I made a mistake there. I'll post that again.
It's okay.
The target orders you can post after the close. It doesn't matter if you do it now or after the close. But here in Oklo, Nate, do you have anything else for us? Because I'm getting pimped here in Oklo.
I don't even know what that means, Graham, to be honest with you. But no, gold was the only one that was really high on my radar for buy the dip. I will say, if you like fades, I mean, Google has 3 days down in a row after just an unbelievable run, but it's one of those that might fall into that same category. The run was so much that it's hard to consider this a fade, considering it's up from 160 to 250 in a month.
It is a pretty setup.
By the way, I will say, Sita asked me, I don't know if she is in the room right now, sent me an email and asked about that basket of trades that we gave 3 or 4 weeks ago. They have already moved somewhat, but with gold coming back and IWM coming back, you could probably get into that same basket right now with a reasonable price. You'll have missed some of the move, but with a pullback, it would not be a bad time. So I'm just going to give you, I'm not going to pull the exact strikes and everything because I don't have them handy, but here's what it would be. IWM calls, IBIT calls, GLD calls, max calls.
Just straight up.
This is the 2026 expiration melt up basket. Sita, hello. Thank you for being here. So that's what that was. So if you guys wanted to take I think I did the March 2026 on most of those. With the pullback, you will get decent prices. I mean, if you took them right when we gave them like the next day, you maybe won't get that good of a price, but you'll get better price than you would have got 3 days ago or whatever. So could consider that. Oh wow, someone just said the deal got done with Oracle.
Yeah, stock's still down today. I've got
on Oracle. I guess already priced in, huh?
Yeah, I mean, look at that. You can see the turnaround here, which is good. Maybe we'll get a follow through tomorrow. We got a couple seconds till the close, so I'm not going to throw anything here. Would love a fall through tomorrow. I would love a little mimic of the action we got last week, Nate. I mean, I took a trade on it last week. Early in the week, it was way up huge. I can't, let me go back a little further, show you. Oracle's just very, very volatile right now. So this was my trade last week. Entered here on Monday. Overnight, it was up huge. I was holding through Friday. Came down really hard and then pumped really, really nicely. This was actually the Friday move right here. Right above my strikes for a max gain. Monday I was looking strong again, so I entered again, and we got the same sort of thing. Immediate Tuesday, Wednesday sell-off, Tuesday, Wednesday sell-off. So we'll see what happens Thursday, Friday for Oracle. But if we can get a mimic of that rule, I'll be or of that move, similar pattern here, I'll be pretty well off on Oracle. Dare to dream, says Mike. Mike, we hit it last week.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the beauty. We talked about that of just have that line in the sand. It doesn't have to overcome anything extra. Just has to crack above that line, and you're good to go.
Wow, I did not know Rigetti Computing was back at it again with the squeeze. I wonder how Open did today.
Oh, it's up like massively.
Oh my goodness!
I shorted it yesterday, and I got up to a nice head start on it, and then today, look at it, up 16%, something like that. Yeah. Unbelievable. I still like the shorts. I think hopefully I have enough time, but if it just keeps squeezing, oh well, I'll take it on the chin. What can you do? What I should have done is put a like $15 call option on there as a hedge, just in case it kept squeezing. But we'll be interested to see. So Graham, is the 60-minute full profit also hitting?
Full profit. We just needed below 6. I hate to say this number, but it's
6660 is better way to say it.
There you go. I can't 6,660. Yeah, there's another way to say it. We needed below there. So I mean, it was about 23 points below on SPX, so it'll be 100%, right around 100% ROI for me, which is our 4th winner in a row, which again, not the craziest hot streak ever. We've had some go 17 in a row. But it's nice to get 4 on the board. When the VIX gets more expensive, when it gets above 16, we notice that the profit went way, way higher than trading when VIX is below 16. So right now we're enjoying it while volatility has increased a little bit. Interestingly enough, Nate, notice this volatility. We saw this yesterday, the inverse. But actually, it's 2 days ago. But
yeah,
today volatility was down even with the markets down.
Yeah, really, really bizarre. And there's a couple odd things. I mean, obviously, gold being down, over 1% with the market selling off. That does happen from time to time, but not super common. But then on the flip side, Bitcoin up. Bitcoin up pretty nicely today, and Mag's actually finished slightly positive today. So that's mostly due to Tesla, of course, being up 4%. But still, just getting some interesting divergences across the board. Small caps took a little bit of a beat. Graham might have had my best timing ever on my IWM. I'll have to look and see when we put that trade on. That was, I believe, an opening playbook trade that we put on IWM about a month ago, I want to say, for a little bit longer term play. And I closed that spread out like within 10 cents of IWM's high before it closed. That has to be one of my best timed exits ever. But that's one that I totally wouldn't mind grabbing again. If IWM hits 240, which is already pretty close, grab some. If it hits 235, grab some more. I think the melt up is real, and I think IWM will definitely participate.
It absolutely will, especially on lower rates as a catalyst.
Right.
One thing I did want to point out, we've got some people asking what the 60-minute trade is. We will walk you through that class here in just a moment. Definitely want to hang around for that. VIX is above 16. We're doing well. 4 in a row. Very happy to see that. I've taken the profit target off on the last few, and all of them hit max profits. So very happy about that. Now, a big problem that we've had, Nate, in the past is how to get around the pattern day trading rule, which we all know is so annoying.
It makes no sense.
It's really, really silly in my opinion. Now, we have some workarounds that we've been using. One of them is letting it go to the end of the day, letting it expire like I just showed you today. That does not ding against you. However, we did have some big news published today, actually only a couple hours ago, that FINRA approved the new day trading minimum requirement. I believe the number is 2,000. So I believe what they voted for was that if you have at least $2,000 in your brokerage account, you don't have to worry about the pattern day trading rule anymore. which will be huge. Now, this is off to the SEC. Hopefully we get some feedback from them soon. I do not see why they would deny this. It looks like it's well on its way. So this is just going to be huge, huge, huge. Obviously, for anyone who's doing day trading, I don't do a lot of day trading. In fact, 60-minute income is pretty much the only day trading I do right now. But it works really well. It's really, really very profitable. So I want to see this go through so that it'll open up the door for more and more people. So we'll go ahead and get that class up for 60-minute income for anyone who's curious on that. We got a new trade each and every morning when the VIX is above 16. We're rocking and rolling. So that's happening right now. And hopefully we can get a win streak of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is a pretty normal win streak for us, 8 and 9. So I'd love to see that happen again here soon.
Yeah. Well, good luck for 5 in a row, Graham.
Yep.
Depending on exactly where price is. So if things go as we expect, you guys probably know the drill by now. Graham's new trade should hit about $500 based on a $1,000 stake within the first 60 minutes of the day. Now, to do this trade, all I have to do is set up a position right around 10 a.m. Like we said today, you might have a little extra time if the market kind of stays in that range. And then over the rest of the day, you let that market, move a few ticks. Doesn't matter whether it's a bullish signal or a bearish signal. And as long as it happens, we should be able to hit about $500 within the first 60 minutes or so on average of the trade. Now, as I've said over and over again, I understand that sounds a little crazy, little too simplistic to actually work. Hey, pick a direction, set the trade for 60 minutes, hit that target. But if you look at consistently what Graham's trade signal has done, it's pretty ridiculously impressive. So going back to Friday, June 20th, you would have set up the trade right before 10 a.m. in this case, maybe spent the morning at the gym. This one broke down and made about $519 for every, even though the market was completely bearish that day. Then we got the next day, Monday, June 23rd, which might be the first time a lot of you guys take a trade, would be next Monday. Anyone following along could have popped in their trade right around 10 a.m., met some friends for coffee, and this one paid out about $511 over the next 60 minutes, even though that one was a bullish entry. What about the next one? Let's go to June 24th. Once again, set up the trade, 10 a.m., went, for a walk on the beach or whatever you wanted to do, came back to $512 while most people were bleeding cash as the market grinded lower. So $1,542 over the course of just 3 trading days, back and forth in different directions. And just to be clear, those are not a back test. That's not a theoretical trade. They're not pulled from a study. Those are real trades found and taken by Graham using this exact signal. If you go back and look at what Graham has done in his live trading, we have an 80+% accuracy on those live trades so far. And we get the new shot every single morning for that $500 payout, just like Monday.
Yep. Trade went out 10:25 in this case.
Sorry, you guys are battling my internet along with me here. We got July 14th there. Bullish entry on that one. Yeah, Jose's going to call me Mr. Freeze or Dr. Freeze. Come back, $500 over the next 60 minutes. July 15th. Again, bearish direction. Gone out, played some pickleball. Boom, $511. And the market didn't even move that much on that one to hit the $511. Then you got Wednesday coming up. Place the trade right around 10 a.m. as we always do. $500 by the time lunch rolled around. Then you got the next day, Thursday, 10 a.m. There's your entry. $500 basically within the first hour, hour and a half. And just to cap off the week strong, we also had Friday, this time flipped back to the bearish side and $500 pocketed by the time you got back from lunch. And the really cool part about this trade is that each one of those would have automatically hit the account in about 60 minutes, 90 minutes of opening the trade, meaning you're not babysitting the options. You're not having to time your exit or wait for a signal. And you also don't have to even click the button to close the trade manually. All you have to do is set up a position right around 10 a.m. and then your day is set. You are done for the day. Now, I'll admit something like that should not be possible in the stock market. But thanks to the unique anomaly that happens each morning, it's not only possible, we're actually taking full advantage, targeting about a 50% profit each day, usually within about 60 minutes of the position being set. Now, it's not a silly gimmick. I mean, you guys have probably seen this enough to know the data behind it. This is one of the most powerful directional anomalies that we've found and the most accurate predictors of market direction on a day-to-day basis. Now, most folks just don't know how to actually leverage that. But today, if you haven't taken advantage yet, that all changes because Graham's promised to share the secret behind the 60-minute returns. And Monday, he'll be giving us our next opportunity to target right around $500 on a $1,000 stake. And not just that, he's also going to show us how to stack these trades to target $1,500 to $2,000 or more on a weekly basis. So if that sounds exciting, which I'm sure it does because $500 a day, who doesn't want that? Then welcome to the 60-minute income plan. Thanks for being here. Now, if you guys don't know me, which I'm sure most of you in the room know me by now, my name's Nate Tucci. I'm the senior income analyst for Trading Pub and Prosperity Pub. And over the last few years, I've produced some of our firm's most successful strategies. I'm very proud of, like overnight options, or when we flipped a 10K account into over 50K in about 120 days, where I shared that publicly. But the new 60-minute income plan that Graham put together really piqued my interest because it has all the attributes of a strategy that I love